Hi Caleb, Dad here. Pikachu. He's very excited to see you as well. And today we're going to read another chapter of our Christmas story, the Christmasaurus. Now if you remember, in the last chapter, they ended up in the North Pole Ranch. However, William couldn't see anything until he got a candy cane. And when he ate the candy cane, all of a sudden he could see everything. And then the elf sang a song, and then just as that, Santa came back from delivering all his presents. So it's really exciting. Anyway, are you nice and comfy? You're nice and comfy, good. Okay, then get cozy and let's begin. Chapter 26. Santa returns. The elves stopped singing and stood back. William spun round to see a gigantic red sleigh appear out of thin air above them and circle down very fast towards where he and the Christmasaurus were standing. The sleigh was even more incredible than William could ever have dreamed it to be. Shimmeringly shiny, ridiculously red, and monstrosively massive. Bum bum bum. But that wasn't the most wonderful thing about it. The most wonderful thing, William thought, was the powerful creatures pulling it. He counted 8 in total, striding through the air side by side, the flying reindeer. If he hadn't just spent the best past few hours with a flying dinosaur, he would have said that there was the most amazing creatures he'd ever seen. Now he put them a very close second behind the Christmasaurus. Whoa, 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 cried a deep, booming voice from overhead as the sleigh swooped around them and then touched down with a smooth swish along the snow. That's when William first saw him. William couldn't believe his eyes. It was really him. Actually, genuinely, 100% authentically the real deal. Santa! Yelled William unexpectedly. Santa pulled hard on the reins and the sleigh came to a stop directly in front of William, the Christmasaurus, and the crowd of tiny elves that had gathered to greet him. The elves rushed forward, cheering and screaming like crazed fans at a rock concert, but William still had a perfect view of Santa as the elves were only half his height, even when sitting in his wheelchair. The mind-blowingly massive man, dressed all in red, stepped down from his sleigh for a moment and looked every bit the jolly, happy, fat man you would expect him to be. But William was worried. If the elf song had made him feel naughty, like he shouldn't be here. What would Santa do? What would he say? William was about to find out.
Hello, my elves. Merry Christmas. We've done it again. Another year over.
Then Santa spotted something out of place. William.
What the cracker is this?
He asked, completely confuddled. He bounced straight towards William, who was squished in the centre of a crowd of elves and stood toweringly impressive over him.
You're a little tall for an elf. Why, you're not an elf at all. Nor snowman, or forest fairy, or reindeer. Tell me, are you a mountain troll? Yes, I've heard of lost wandering trolls before, but never seen one. How fascinating.
He rubbed his hands together excitedly.
Well, Merry Christmas, troll friend. Join us and we shall celebrate the season. Ho, ho, ho.
But, Mr. Santa, sir, William spluttered nervously. I'm not a troll. Santa paused, scratched his beard. Thoughtfully,
No, of course you're not. Wait, don't tell me. You're a bald yeti. Yes, that's it. How peculiar.
No, William said. I'm not one of those either. Not a troll. Not a bald yeti, eh? Don't tell me. I'm thinking. Oh, what a fun guessing game this is. Isn't it fun? Ho ho! And Santa did a little hop and a skip and walked around William, inspecting him. And as he circled the boy, the elves moved out of the way, revealing William's wheelchair. What's this? A one-man sleigh? How intriguing. I see no deer. What creature pulls your sleigh? A flying dinosaur, William said. There was silence. Everyone was still. I'm sorry, my dear fellow. Could you repeat yourself? I've had a very long night and my ears must be full of clouds, as I thought you said. Flying dinosaur. I did say that, Santa. Sir, William said politely. You see, I'm not a troll or a yeti. I'm just a boy. There was a sudden rumble of whispers and giggles from the surrounding elves. Just a boy? Just a boy? Santa bellowed in his mighty, jolly voice. William just was unsure if he was jolly happy or jolly angry. Just a boy? He repeated, and looked around at his elves. Then all of a sudden Santa seemed to find something completely hilarious. Ha ho ho ha 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 ho ho! He boomed, an enormous laugh that made his belly ripple and wobble. Then all the elves joined in the laughter too. They all laughed in the most peculiar way. It was as if they'd been meticulously rehearsing the laugh for weeks, with very complicated harmonies and rhythms. William thought it was fantastic. In fact, he thought it was very funny. Before he knew it, he felt a little chuckle rising up inside him too, and suddenly found himself laughing with them. And because William was laughing, the Christmasaurus thought he should probably join in. So, there they all were, Santa, the elves, William, and the Christmasaurus, with uncontrollable giggly laughs. They laughed and howled, giggles and roars for so very long that by the time they had calmed down, William had forgotten what they were laughing at. Oh, Santa, what on earth was so funny? I can't remember, William asked, wiping the tears from his chilly cheeks. Well, I was laughing because you said you were just a boy, Santa said, still finding the thought amusing. But I am, said William. I am just a boy. My dear confused little friend, you can't be. There's no such thing as just a boy. William was awfully confused. Allow me to explain, Santa said. You see, up here we have all sorts of wonderful magical creatures. Flying reindeer, skating snowmen, magical creatures everywhere. There's fairy forests, and lots more. But there's something we don't have, the most magical creature in all the world. William didn't have a clue what that could be. Children, Santa said with a smile. Children? William said. Children aren't magical. I'm a child and I'm not magic at all. All the elves giggled and Santa smiled knowingly. Oh, but you are. You really, truly are. You just don't know it. You can create impossible worlds in your imagination that don't really exist. That is magic. Because you can only see the best in people, the best in the world, and in life. That is magic. Because you understand the importance of silliness, the importance of fun, of laughter, and playing what grown-ups have forgotten. That is magic. But most of all, because you believe, without question, in the impossible, without needing proof, without hesitation, that is magic. Big Santa giving a lecture about magic. William couldn't believe what he was hearing. He could do all of those things, and he hadn't even realised they were magic. Santa nodded and continued. That is the reason I am able to exist, William Trundle. At the mention of his full name, William couldn't help but notice that all of the elves started whispering amongst themselves. Santa gave him a big jolly smile, with his eyes wide, and they calmed down. Ho, ho, ho. How do you know my name? William asked.
Well, it took me a moment to realise. I didn't expect to see a boy here in the North Pole. We haven't had a boy here for a very long time, said Santa thoughtfully. But once I knew that you really were a boy, it was obvious. There was only one boy you could be. Santa reached into his pocket, pulled out a piece of paper, and handed it to William.
My letter, said William, recognising it at once.
Yes, it gave me quite some trouble, this one,
Santa said, handing the letter to William. William started reading his handwriting as Santa recited the words from memory.
Dear Santa, for Christmas this year, I would like a lot of things that you probably can't give me. But a dinosaur would make me very happy. Merry Christmas, William Trundle.
Santa looked down at William as though he were trying to read his mind.
Tell me, William, what are these things you speak of? For this is the North Pole. It's a place where dreams can come true. More specifically, where children's dreams come true.
William's heart skipped a beat. My dreams can come true here, he asked.
Absolutely. Dreams, wishes, hopes, you name it,
replied Santa confidently.
This entire place is made from children's dreams. It is the one place in the entire world where whatever you truly desire can materialize before your very eyes.
But that can't be true, said William, causing all the elves to gasp again.
And why do you think that, young William?
asked Santa, looking confused himself. Because if my dream, my wish, my true desire can come true, then... William looked down thoughtfully at his wheelchair and wondered, was it really possible if he truly wanted it? Then he took a deep breath and tried to do something impossible. He tried to stand up. And that's the end of that chapter. It's a good chapter. I wonder what's going to happen. Do you think William will fall on his face in the snow? I think so. Anyway, if you're not asleep already, it's time to go to bed. Night night. Love you.